Today we're taking a look into one of the most intriguing narratives of the 2024 Formula One season. How the thrilling battles for race wins are actually killing the excitement of the championship battle itself. We will cover the unusual number of race winners, the price we are paying for excitement, and Verstappen's commanding lead. Before we get into the story, we'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts in the section below. The 2024 season has been nothing short of exhilarating, with 6 different race winners across the first 12 Grand Prix. After years of Red Bull and Max Verstappen's dominance, this level of unpredictability has been a breath of fresh air for the sport. But as exciting as it has been to witness this, it's also contributing to a lack of suspense in the championship fight. Since 2010, F1 has averaged around 5 different winners per season. But in 2023, the sport saw just 3 drivers standing on the top step of the podium, proof of Red Bull's utter supremacy. This year, however, we've already surpassed that tally of different winners in just half a season's worth of races. Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, and of course Max Verstappen himself have all tasted victory, along with the legendary Lewis Hamilton, claiming his 9th British Grand Prix triumph. With no one team pulling clear of the rest, it's entirely possible that we could see even more names added to that list of winners before the season concludes. McLaren's Oscar Piastri, for instance, looks tantalizingly close to his breakthrough victory, needing just a pinch of luck to go his way. But herein lies the paradox. While this close competitive order brings unpredictability and excitement to each race weekend, it's also killing the championship battle. Despite only claiming 2 race victories in the last 4 Grand Prix and missing the podium entirely in Austria, Max Verstappen's hold on a 4th consecutive driver's title has actually tightened. You see the Dutchman's storming start to the season, with victories in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Japan and China, as well as a sprint race win at the latter, established an early cushion of advantage. Heading into the 6th round, Verstappen had already amassed a staggering 110 points, with Charles Leclerc 34 points behind him. While a gradual convergence in performance between Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes and Ferrari has opened up the possibility for more race winners, as we've seen with Norris, Leclerc and Hamilton's triumphs, it has also meant that there's no clear championship rival to Verstappen. With up to 8 drivers able to fight for each race win, the damage to his title lead remains limited. At one point, Verstappen's advantage was brought down to just 31 points following defeats in Miami and Monaco. But since then, his lead has ballooned to a whopping 84 points as Norris failed to finish in Austria and secured only 3rd place at Silverstone, while Leclerc has dropped back after scoring a mere 12 points in the past 4 races amid Ferrari's intense struggles. The numbers paint a sobering picture. Even if Verstappen finished no higher than 4th for the remaining 12 Grand Prix and 3 sprint races, while also missing out on every additional point for the fastest lap, he'd still have accrued a total of 414 points, a tally good enough to have made him world champion in every season since 2010. To put that into perspective, if Lando Norris, who is currently 2nd in the drivers' standings, were to finish 2 places ahead of Verstappen in every remaining race and win every sprint, he'd still come up 3 points short of the Dutchman's total. Suddenly, that unpredictability we've been enjoying starts to feel a little less exciting. But while the Drivers' Championship may be a foregone conclusion, the battle for the Constructors' title remains wide open. And here's where things get really fascinating. While McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes all possess driver pairings that have run each other close this season, maximising their team's point scores, the contrast between Verstappen and Sergio Perez at Red Bull has been stark. Since the Imola Grand Prix, Perez has scored 14 points compared to Verstappen's 119, giving Red Bull a total tally of just 134 points over the last 6 races. In contrast, Mercedes has scored 157 points, while McLaren has racked up an impressive 171 points during the same period. Now, you might think this spells disaster for Red Bull's chances of retaining the Constructors' crown, but their early advantage has actually grown to a 71-point lead over Ferrari following the British Grand Prix. But if Perez continues to finish outside the point-scoring positions, the chances of another constructor catching Red Bull become increasingly high. Even if Verstappen replicates his results from the first half of the season, winning half of the remaining races as well as every sprint, both McLaren and Ferrari would need an average of just 21 points from every race weekend to overtake the reigning world champions. Considering both teams have averaged north of 24 points per race so far, that target is well within reach. Realistically, Red Bull's historic lack of empathy for its struggling drivers suggests that the Perez problem will likely be fixed before another constructor can get too close. And with Verstappen's remarkable lack of mistake-making, the driver's title could well be in hand for the Dutchman too. One of the key factors contributing to the unpredictability of race wins this season has been the remarkable competitive convergence among the top teams. For years, we've grown accustomed to seeing a clear performance hierarchy, with one or two teams enjoying a sizable advantage over the rest of the field. However, the 2024 season has bucked that trend, as the performance gap between the frontrunners has narrowed to an unprecedented degree. At the start of the year, it appeared that Red Bull had carried over their dominant form from 2023, with Verstappen's early victories suggesting another season of supremacy. However, as the campaign has progressed, the chasing pack has steadily caught up, creating a tantalizing scenario where any one of four teams could realistically vie for victory on any given weekend. Ferrari endured a tumultuous 2023, with the SF25 proving to be a potent package in the hands of Leclerc and Sainz. Mercedes, too, have bounced back from their recent struggles, with the W15 seeming to be emerging as a consistent frontrunner, particularly in the high-speed circuits that have traditionally favoured the Silver Arrows. But perhaps the biggest surprise has been the resurgence of McLaren. After years of underachievement, the Woking-based team has finally unlocked the potential of their package, with Norris and Piastri forming one of the strongest driver lineups on the grid. Ultimately, this competitive convergence has been a boon for the sport, injecting a level of excitement and unpredictability that has been sorely missed in recent years. No longer are fans resigned to watching a procession at the front, but rather a genuine battle royale where the outcome is anyone's guess. And while this may have dampened the championship fight itself, the prospect of witnessing history-making performances on a race-by-race basis is a trade-off that many would gladly accept. But here's the thing. While Red Bull's early advantage may have opened up a daunting gap in the championships, the genuine competition for race wins and the thrilling battles it produces are helping to make up for the current lack of a title race. The 2024 season has already delivered its fair share of memorable headlines, from Oliver Behrman's emphatic debut drive in Saudi Arabia and Norris's long-awaited first win, to Leclerc's emotional triumph in Monaco and Hamilton's record-extending 9th Silverstone victory. With the performance gap between the frontrunners looking ever closer, an uneventful championship race might just be the price we pay for the action-packed race weekends we've been treated to so far. And let's be honest, isn't that a trade-off most of us would happily make? So there you have it, a look into why the thrilling battles for F1 race wins are killing the excitement of the title race itself. It's a delicate balance, but one that has undoubtedly made the 2024 season a captivating spectacle. As the season progresses, we can look forward to more heart-stopping wheel-to-wheel duels, even if the ultimate prize may already have Verstappen's name etched onto it. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more F1 updates, and leave your thoughts in the comments section below. See you next time.